They taught you to be gentle, to remain open, to expose your heart, and you accepted it without resistance. You let their sweet lies sink into your mind like honey, warm, comforting, deceptive, until you mistook fragility for nobility. They claimed kindness held power, but ask yourself, what did that idea ever deliver? While you stretched out your hands in peace, the predators were grinding their blades. While you stood waiting to be acknowledged, they stripped everything from you. Unapologetic ally. This world doesn't hand out rewards for softness. It swallows, it holds. And yet you stand here, wounded in the open, hoping someone will spot your suffering and throw you mercy. But mercy isn't the dialect of dominance. Respect isn't earned through pain on display. It's carved through silence, control, and the refusal to obey the emotional script society handed you at birth. You were conditioned to be the servant, told to seek validation before you act, trained to ask permission before you conquer. They gave you a manual designed to keep you submissive, predictable, tamed, harmless, and you followed it faithfully, like a chained dog. But loyalty without power, that's enslavement. That emotional software running inside you, telling you to express, to explain, to endlessly connect. It's the virus keeping you docile, and it has to be deleted, because no king ever rose through consensus. He rose through calculation, through pressure, through fire. There is no savior en route, no teacher with the perfect strategy, no lover who will kiss your pain away and assemble you whole. This is your battlefield, and it will be fought in silence, in solitude, with surgical precision. If that makes you feel abandoned, good. That discomfort is your first sign of waking up. Stop treating comfort like a right. Start wielding discomfort like a weapon, because it is. This isn't recovery. This is the obliteration of everything you were. The one who paused, who doubted, who feared. He doesn't evolve, he dies, and from the destruction rises not a better man, but a different species altogether. One who understands that power is taken, not handed. One who has learned that being soft costs you, and you've been paying the price long enough. They'll push you, they'll judge you, they'll twist your image. Let their confusion shield your mission. You're not meant to be understood. You're meant to remain unreadable. Your silence is your blade. Your stillness, your armor. Become the man no one can anticipate. The man who doesn't beg for permission, but builds his own throne from stone and steel. That process begins now. Destroy the blueprint they gave you. It was passed down by the frightened, the ones who only preached morality when it kept you in chains. Be kind, be good, be liked, but only when it kept you small, and you obeyed. And what did that earn you? Rejection, misinterpretation, powerlessness, disguised as virtue. It's time to replace everything. Your thoughts, your instinctive reactions, your very identity. The past version of you was manufactured to serve, to be used, not to rise. He was forgettable, controlled, a perfect tool. Burn him, tear his skin from your own, and forge something unbreakable beneath it, because no leader walks in fear of rejection. No ruler remains addicted to approval. Eliminate the fake confidence. Destroy the need to please. Reject the goals you shrank to make others comfortable. You don't need balance. You need transformation, and transformation is brutal. It's unforgiving. Weak men attempt to change without paying the price. Strong men burn everything and rebuild from scorched earth, eyes sharp, blades ready. This isn't self-improvement. This is self-iation. You're not updating your programming. You're wiping the disk and writing your own code. Your comfort zone. It's a padded coffin, lined with the softness of wasted years. The fire in your chest, that pressure in your ribs. It isn't a flaw. It's the alarm. The internal call to break the shell. Stop petting your weakness like it's something precious. Shatter it. Because rebirth doesn't wait for permission. It erupts, and if you don't crack that shell from within, it becomes your casket. Not every death is physical. Some men die quietly in lives they were never meant to live. Your first commandment: delete the man they taught you to be. Etch it in your bones. Speak it until it's breath. Boundaries aren't selfish. They are sacred structures. They are the reinforced walls guarding the kingdom you are constructing. Most men don't have the mand because of that. They are exhausted, disrespected, and emotionally bankrupt. But your era of trading access for approval ends now. From this moment forward, your default response is no. No explanations, no guilt, no apologies. If someone resents your new limits, it simply means they profited from the absence of them. perfect, let the leeches fall off. Let the opportunists fade. Let the emotionally dependent whine. You are not their pillar, you are a fortress. And fortresses do not crack just because someone bangs louder. You don't need to be at peace with everyone. You need sovereignty over your world, and that requires space. Power requires defined territory. Those who call your firmness cold are simply afraid of directness. But directness isn't cruelty, it's truth. It's clarity delivered without tremble. Audit your inner circle. Look carefully. Who drains you? Who takes and never gives? Who disguises their entitlement with manners? These are not allies. They are threats to your vision. Remove them not emotionally, but strategically. You are not hosting a casual hangout. You are building a dynasty. And only those who bring discipline, loyalty, or long-term vision get access to your gates. Even then, the doors remain locked until loyalty is proven repeatedly. Your calendar is sacred. Your energy is elite. Your presence must be earned. Let them wonder where you disappeared to. Let them feel your absence, because absence builds gravity. Scarcity earns respect. No one deserves entry just because they know your name. It is your masculine duty to guard your empire like a general defends territory. You do not need to scream to make your boundary known. A firm no, held with steady eyes, speaks louder than any raised voice. Practice that. Say it with calm. Say it without apology. Say it without hesitation. And when they push, as they always will, hold firm. Your duty is not to bend for guilt. Your duty is to demonstrate. This man, he doesn't bend, not for comfort, not for history, not for anyone. Say it and mean it. My boundaries are law. You are not bitter. You are becoming bulletproof. You're not isolating. You're defending legacy. From now on, your time is money. Your energy is power. Your limits non-negotiable. You do not build support groups. You form alliances. Friendships may be emotional baggage. Alliances are strategic leverage. You don't rise by collecting people. You rise by aligning with purpose. So ask, who sharpens you? Who forces your standards higher? Who reveals your blind spots? If the answer is no, you are not supported. You are surrounded. You don't need connection. You need contribution. You don't need bonding. You need alignment. The man still terrified of walking alone is not yet ready to lead. You must now cut precisely. Keep only those who strengthen your direction. You're not ruthless. You're refined. And refinement is royalty. Say it. I build circles of power. You are not a people pleaser. You are sovereign. You're not a keeper of comfort. You are a builder of dynasty. And that dynasty is protected not by kindness, but by code. Your silence is no longer a weakness. It's a signal. A sign that discipline is watching. That your storm waits. You no longer belong to them. You are the presence they feel but cannot describe. You are becoming the weapon. Silence is misunderstood by the ordinary. To them, it's awkward, it's weak, it's fear. But to you it's structure, it's architecture. It is not noise that leads. It is not volume that dominates. It is not the loudest man who commands the room. It is the one who can sit still while others unravel. Silence is not emptiness. It is architecture. It is intention. It is design. Silence is the true language of those who rule not with emotion, but with precision. It is the pause before a decisive strike. The void that turns pressure into power. The empty space that becomes a battlefield where your enemies reveal themselves. One by one, desperate to fill the void you have mastered. The loudest man in the room. He is the weakest, fragile. His volume is camouflage for his insecurity. He cannot sit with himself. His words are not weapons, they are shields. Thrown in panic, he fears silence, because silence exposes him. In silence, his lies choke him. His performance crumbles. His posture folds. But you're different. You are not afraid of silence. You are built from it. You are carved in it. You are shaped by stillness, like a blade forged in darkness. You do not break silence because of discomfort. You hold it because it bends reality, because it makes people nervous, because in that void, their true nature surfaces. They speak too fast. They reveal too much. They squirm, looking for something to grip, but there is nothing, just you, watching, listening, calculating. You are not loud. You are lethal. You are the predator in the tall grass, still, patient, coiled. Your silence is not passive, is predatory. It is a form of surveillance. You absorb, you analyze, you see through masks. You allow others to speak freely, not out of politeness, but out of strategy. because every word they speak in your presence is a brick in the prison they build for themselves. You do not speak to fill space. You speak to shift power. When your mouth opens, rooms shift, eyes fixate, time slows, because people have learned something. Your silence is default. Your voice is an event. You don't blurt, you deliver. Every sentence lands like iron. Every word carries weight, because you treat speech like a weapon, sharpened, measured, deliberate. You don't seek to be understood. You seek to be obeyed. Let others chase relatability. Let them laugh too loud, share too much, reveal too soon. You remain a riddle. You remain unreadable, not because you're lost, but because you're layered. You're intentional. You're too disciplined to expose your map. Every second you hold your voice becomes a mirror. People project their own fears, motives, and strategies onto you, and in doing so they tell you everything. You say nothing, but you learn everything. That is how silence becomes psychological warfare. Train your speech like you train your body. Precision, posture, patience. Every unnecessary word is weakness. Every ramble is a leak. Every urge to explain is a fracture in your command. You don't justify, you finalize. You don't debate, you declare. You don't ask, you decide. In a world drowning in noise, your silence is violence. Your silence is dominance. Let them perform. You execute. Let them speak first. Let them expose their intentions, their tells, their weaknesses. Let them crave your approval. Let them flinch at your quiet. Let them misread it as uncertainty. Good. Let them underestimate you, because when the room goes quiet, when the noise ends and all the gestures stop, you already know your next move. This is not charisma. This is strategic pressure. You are not an entertainer. You are a ruler. You don't seek applause. You seek control. Do not mistake stillness for surrender. Do not mistake silence for fear. Stillness is preparation. Silence is energy conservation. And when the moment arrives, you don't react. You execute. You are unreadable, not because you are erratic, but because you are engineered, because you are patient, because you are cold when necessary, and warm only by choice. Most men are loud because they want to be seen. You are silent because you know your presence is enough. You've exited the game of validation. You don't need to be liked, understood, or accepted. You need results, power, influence, territory, control. You've made peace with being misunderstood. In fact, you use it, you weaponize it, because you've realized something. The man who wants to be understood is trying to be liked. But the man who stays a mystery, he cannot be controlled. You are not here to be consumed. You are here to be revered. You are sacred. Ground. You are a question they can't solve. You are not here to explain yourself. You are here to be obeyed or left alone. Your new position, silent, sacred, studied. Let them watch. Let them whisper. Let them fill in the blanks. That's how legends are born. But there is another enemy, and it lives inside you. It is the child that still chases comfort, still seeks dopamine, still craves ease. You must kill that child, because the world has built a trap and it looks like pleasure. Fast food, fast entertainment, fast pleasure. Everything designed to weaken you, to soften your edge, to turn you into a tamed beast. The man addicted to comfort will never rule. He will never win. He will never build anything sacred because his mind is shackled by every impulse he refuses to master. But you starve your distractions. You fast from weakness. Pleasure is a leash, not a reward. Every time you grab for it without intention, you abandon your throne. You do not serve pleasure, it serves you. You use it like you use your voice, strategically, rarely, and never by accident. Discipline isn't something you practice, it's something you become. You don't negotiate with yourself. You do what must be done whether you feel like it or not, because the man who waits for motivation is already conquered. Every no to temptation is a yes to your empire. Every time you delay gratification, you build another wall in your fortress. The man who cannot be moved wins, not because he is the fastest, not because he is the most talented, but because he is the most disciplined, the most unshakable, the most deliberate. He doesn't ask what feels good. He asks what builds the kingdom. That's you now. Your gym, it is for war readiness. Your meals, they are fuel for conquest. Your work, it is leverage for legacy. Your silence, it is your signaler, pulse felt by those around you. It doesn't scream, it resonates. You are no longer moved by emotion. You are governed by principle. Your mornings are planned. Your nights are earned. Your habits are weapons. Your thoughts are filtered. Your circle is small. Everything you do is intentional. Every yes is powerful. Every no is final. This is not lifestyle. This is warcraft. This is kingship. You are not here to cope. You are here to conquer. And when the time comes, when the room grows tense, when the world demands your response, do not flinch. Do not fill space. Hold the silence, because the longer you wait, the louder your presence becomes. You don't perform. You don't rush. You don't react. You command. Let them fear your silence. Let them feel it in their chest like a storm approaching. Let them wonder what you're thinking, because they will never know. That is not weakness. That is dominance. And when you speak, let it be final. Let it be strategic. Let it be a blow, not a conversation. Because you are not here to participate. You are here to reshape the battlefield.